The main thing that I see right now, other than some misinformation, is a lot of people are asking, like, why is this not a public process, right? Well, I think so, right? I'm assuming that's a big question for you.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yes.
not to me. Well, I mean, I guess common sense would like lead to the question, like, if it's going to be built next to neighborhoods, maybe they should let the people like have a say, right? Because that's one of the questions that or concerns that people have, that it's the pollution, the noise, you know.
Well, so let me start with that. As I
said, one of the important reasons that the site was selected is because it was zoned industrial. Yeah. Now then the question is, who came first? This land has 5 parcels on it, and the first parcel was rezoned from agriculture to industrial in 1974. Another parcel was then zoned from ag to industrial in 1976. And later on, another parcel was zoned, there's the map up there, in 1991. The land to the east, when it was annexed to the city of Imperial, they brought it in under the zoning of R1. And they did R1 next to land that was already zoned industrial. Now, when a city is annexing land, you need to predetermine what the zoning should be. What Imperial should or could have done in 1994 was to say, you have industrial land here, you should have a higher density buffer before we go to the single family. Imperial didn't do that. A couple of years later, when somebody came along and they wanted to subdivide that property, the city of Imperial again could have said, you're next to industrial land, you should probably put in a higher density. Maybe they said that, maybe they don't, I don't know. But maybe the developer who wanted to subdivide that land didn't care. But all along, these houses came after this land was zoned industrial. Okay. So there's a lot of things that take place for property that you give notice on. Yeah. And zoning, the surrounding zoning, is one of those, or it's the responsibility of the home builder to put their people on notice. Now, I'll also share with you one other thing about the homes in this area. And it's close proximity to the airport, but not just to Imperial County Airport. It is also in the landing pattern of helicopters and all of the military that comes in. Yeah. To either land at Imperial County Airport or to land at the Navy base. And so every home in this area, both on the south side of Aden and north side of Aden, it was a requirement by the city that an aviation or navigation easement be granted so that every homeowner knows that there's going to be some noise from time to time because of the helicopters and everybody flying over. So the decisions that they made when they bought their home, it would have been disclosed that you have this easement for noise from the air and you're next to industrial land. Now, most recently, the city of Imperial updated its service area plan, which also went through a public hearing process. And they identified all of the land, or they reconfirmed all of the land that goes north and south along the railroad tracks through the city as industrial land. So I think that people are upset because somebody is actually now taking this private property who has a right to develop according to the zone